So I'm third generation, I think it is, third generation British Caribbean descendant. And I listened to some of your callers. I found it very interesting listening to Joe in particular.
Yes.
I disagree with him respectfully. Disagree with him. I do think there will be change, and I don't think it's necessarily just because the Queen is no longer reigning, because Barbados made changes prior to while the Queen was alive.
Correct.
And I think, that that's just the start of a conversation that's going to happen more widely in the Caribbean. There are already, prior to Barbados, Trinidad is a republic, Guyana is a republic, and the younger generations that were not born as British citizens under the late monarch that passed away have serious questions that need to be answered about what purpose there is to their head of state being this foreign overseas in a country which has actively discouraged them coming there. It doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't, does it?
When they've seen people who they've never known returning back because they've been forced back, and they don't know these people who are suddenly arriving in their communities, having been expelled, frankly, from the United Kingdom, whose monarch is on their currency, it makes no sense to the younger people. It makes sense to people of my grandma's generation who came here with a blue passport, who loved the Queen, who used to make sure that we all stood to attention at Christmas to listen to the speech, who named her first daughter Margaret Elizabeth. That generation is dying out. And the younger people don't understand what it's about. My husband frequently refers to the Commonwealth as the nations that are common and the wealth in the UK. there is absolutely no benefit to them at all from being in this community of nations. Britain has looked to Europe, and the Commonwealth nations that are close to the United States have a new imperial master. They look to the United States. And you see it in a lot of cultural, although this may sound trivial, you see it in a lot of cultural ways. They're no longer interested in cricket. They're much more interested in basketball.
Okay. That's interesting.
There are ties that are being severed all the time. And Priti Patel has made sure that those ties are broken forever. She doesn't want them here. She's let them know she doesn't want them here. She's repatriated people from here who don't even know the region. And, there's nothing in it for them whatsoever. The United States has an open door policy for immigration from the Caribbean. So has Canada.
And we don't.
What's the point?
It's incredible, really. I didn't know that. Every day's a school day, but particularly, as I suggested at the outset, particularly on this issue for me. I mean, the way you describe it, it's absolutely inevitable. The